Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive at the
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mariota on the keeper. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
For the Packers.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Packers pick it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
At the 13-yard line.
He's got it. That's St. Brown. Touchdown Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. To throw is Murphy. To throw on 3rd down. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murphy. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing 4th down. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the miss. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Murphy. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Touchdown, Packers! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the Bills' 49-yard line.
Murphy now throwing on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Murphy. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Don't be scared of it. Back.
Murphy on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the 2nd half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
20-yard line.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Murphy off the play fake. He'll find DeGuara complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Murphy on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, it's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check it.
To throw is Murphy. Off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murphy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Murphy. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
And the Bills 1st down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mariota going to run on the option. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
And it's third down.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line. Today's final score, Packers 21, Bills 16.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.